Hi everybody. I'm going to be starting a chiropractic vlog. So once a month, I'm going to be posting a video about something about chiropractic that means something to me. And for this first month, I'm going to share with you my chiropractic story. Because a lot of people are like, hey, why do you want to be a chiropractor and not a doctor, a dentist, a physiotherapist? So I'm kind of going to explain why my brain works the way it does and thinking I want to be a chiropractor. And I think the best way to do that is through my story. So when I was 8 years old was the first time I saw a chiropractor. Dr. Dronick saw me after I tore my biceps femoris insertion point doing a rollerblading fall. Yeah, I fell on my butt and tore the back of my knee. Go figure. And he was seeing me while I was also seeing a physiotherapist, and the physiotherapist totally was like, chiropractic? Ridiculous, won't work. But I healed up in at least double the time than the physiotherapist thought it would take. So I think that says enough there. But I gotta say, my first adjustment by Dr. Dronick was a scary, scary thing. I felt like I was flying off the table when he was like yanking on my leg and doing like a hip or an SI adjustment or something. And yeah, I didn't like it at the time. I thought it was crazy, but it also really piqued my interest because it was definitely different. And the next time I saw a chiropractor for any significant amount of time was seeing Dr. Zainin for my brain injury issues. So I had like 7 to 9 concussions within like a year and a half, and it left me with these crippling migraines, sensitive to light and sound. There was like a fog on my brain. I couldn't think through a math problem. I couldn't remember French or English very well. I couldn't read. I couldn't focus. So I was definitely moody. Sorry, Mom, I put you through a lot there. And yeah, I was not in a good place. But my mom's chiropractor said to bring me in and see what she could do. And I gotta say, I was skeptical because, you know, the doctor's been giving me these pills and they haven't helped at all. And we'd gone through a couple of pills by that point. And I don't know, I was pretty hopeless feeling at the time. But one of my first adjustments might have been the first one. Can't remember. My memory's a little hazy, so yeah, bear with me. But it kind of felt like the fog on my brain lifted just a little tiny bit. And that was just enough to give me hope that I could recover from that traumatic kind of repeated exposure to concussions. And that's started my healing journey, I think, was just being able to slowly heal from that. She also introduced me to a homeopath that I also saw. So I think it was more of a combination between the pills eventually started to work so that I wasn't in as much pain. The chiropractor was addressing not just a symptom, but maybe a cause, because my neck was definitely messed up, which you can imagine with like 9 huge head blows plus all the little ones. Cervical spine's not going to be so happy. And then the homeopath kind of also addressing underlying causes. And even helping with like my anxiety and stuff to settle my brain down enough so it could heal. And yeah, then I got to go to the University of Waterloo, study kinesiology there, and I went on a co-op, and I thought I wanted to be a physiotherapist at this point because lots of people are physiotherapists. Physiotherapy is great. I have nothing against physiotherapists at all. I think it's a great profession. But when I was on my placement, I was still trying to figure out exactly what I wanted to do because I went into kinesiology not really knowing what I wanted to do. I mean, I kind of wanted to do what my chiropractor did. I kind of wanted to do what my homeopath did. Did not want to do what my doctor did at all. And I don't know, there was just like a calling while I was working there, working with Mike and Andrea. Andrea was my physiotherapist mentor watching me do the work and everything, and Mike was the chiropractor who was also there watching me and helping me with everything. And there was just something. I was walking past Mike adjusting one day, and there was just something almost godly about the adjustment. So I went to the library and grabbed a bunch of different books on chiropractic, a whole bunch. And there was this book written by female chiropractors in Ontario, and they talked sort of about an innate intelligence in the universe, which, coming from a Catholic background, to me just meant God. And when you gave an adjustment, they described the innate force to guide you through that, which kind of made me think of the Holy Spirit, once again being the Catholic that I am. And to me that made complete sense. It's like, yeah, you ask God for help and he'll help you figure it out. And central nervous system is a pretty intense thing. When it's messed up, things go really wrong. Case in point, my head. So that to me boded really well. So it's like, okay, maybe I really can be a chiropractor, because here's a book about women doing it. I'd mostly seen men doing it. And I don't know, something changed. After reading that book, I just knew I could do it. Like these other women. And my chiropractor, Dr. Zainine, is like super tiny. She's like tinier than I am, and like old enough to be my grandma. And she's still adjusting so well, even on like bigger guys when they come in. So why couldn't I do it? So I went about, tried to figure out what school to go to, tried applying to the school in Toronto, couldn't get in. I mean, my marks are okay. They're not stellar like Toronto's looking for, because first year was really difficult. You're still recovering from a brain injury, right? But contacted some schools in the States, and they're like, yeah, come here, we'll take you. And I was like, whoa, what's this? And that was pretty cool. And I decided I was going to go to Palmer, and had everything set up, had some roommates, had a house, had like a hat from like a tour they let me go on, and I couldn't go because I couldn't get a co-signer for my student line of credit. And for those of you who don't know, a co-signer is just basically someone who will help pay back your loan if you cannot make a payment. So that was a bummer. And I was really mad because it's like, I thought I had this calling. I thought I was supposed to be a chiropractor. So I was depressed for a few months. And okay, I'm still a little depressed about it, but that's alright. I'm working through it. I'm working for a chiropractor now in my hometown. Dr. BJ Hardick and Dr. Cliff Hardick run the Hardick Chiropractic Center, and they are fantastic. They've taken me under their wings. They're trying to get me into school even though I don't have a co-signer, and they practice a different chiropractic though, which I'll go into in next video. Just because I was trying to make this 5 minutes and it's already not. But they've let me work in their clinic, and working as a chiropractic assistant, I've gotten to take x-rays on people and sort of see firsthand what the different spine curvatures can look like and how the different subluxations can impact someone. And that's just really affirmed my belief that I want to go help people. I want to help their central nervous system communicate so they don't have this pain, so they can communicate within their bodies and be well. Because if you're well, you're going to be better to other people as well. My brain injury healed up, and I was way nicer to my poor mother who had to deal with me in my not so great days. Yeah, so that's my chiropractic story so far, and we'll see where this vlog ends up going. Catch you whenever the next video comes up.